Good morning, friends, and hello from my car. We are currently on our way to Universal Studios Hollywood to celebrate my birthday. And today, Arjuna surprised me, and we're going to be doing the VIP studio tour. So, if you don't know, I'm Sahara, the borderline millennial. I talk about a ton of different lifestyle things. I go to theme parks, I cook, I do unboxings, just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm passionate about. So welcome to my channel. I hope that while you're here, you're able to find something that you can connect with and we can be friends. But like I said, today we are going to the Universal Studios Hollywood VIP tour. We are Universal Studios annual pass members, but the VIP tour is something that's been on our bucket list for a while. And seeing as though it's my 29th birthday, this is the perfect time to do the VIP tour. We got up bright and early. It's currently 7:53 a.m. And so I think we're going to be the first VIP tour of the day. And it's just going to be so much fun. We've got a nice overcast day for it being the early May. It's only going to be a high of like 66 degrees or 67, and it's going to be overcast all day long. And I'm just really looking forward to a really fun day. So a few things on my bucket list for today. Number one, getting a front row or like really close up seats to the Fall Guys special stuntman show at Waterworld. That's something that's only going on for a limited time for the Fall Guy release that just happened like yesterday. So that's number one on my bucket list. Number two on my bucket list is getting the Elder Wand, because that's something Arjuna and I have been wanting ever since we did our Harry Potter rewatch over the fall winter holidays. Number three is going on the studio tour. Obviously, I've done the full studio tour for the 60th. I did that review. It's on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out after this video. I'll also link it in the description below. But another thing that I want to do with this studio tour is, because it is part of the VIP tour, it's extended and we get to actually step off the tram even more and go through some more of the backlot. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and kind of getting more of an in-depth tour. So that's probably number three on my bucket list. And number four on my bucket list for today is just have a really good time. I know we get front of the line access for a lot of stuff. We get express lanes, and I'm just really hoping that I can be in the moment. Of course, I'm going to be vlogging, but I'm also going to be putting the camera down sometimes to just enjoy being in the VIP tour with my husband and celebrating my birthday. So we are about to get to valet parking. That's one of the perks here with the VIP studio tour. And yeah, then our day is going to get started. So I'm going to bring you along with me. I hope we all have a fun day. I hope you learned something about the VIP tour. And if you have any questions while you're going through this that I don't answer, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try and respond to you or get them answered in a future video. So let's go have fun. Alright, so we just pulled up to Universal. We're about to go through security, and our tour actually begins at 8:30. They said get here a half hour early, but what's really cool is that I didn't realize the park opens at 9. So we're gonna have time before the park even opens to hang out and like go around to all the rides and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. then we have our VIP pass here that we wear all day long. And as long as we have this on, no matter what time we are at the park, whether we're on the actual tour or not, we're going to be able to get in those express lanes. So this is key to wear all day long, even after your studio VIP tour ends. Just some of the background stuff here. It's just so cool. There's so much history in this lounge itself. The Office Emmy. And there are refreshments, juices, teas, and even a little continental breakfast. Wow.
Okay, well, I'll gather everybody together right in 8:30 minutes.
Close the lounge. Okay, so right now, because the park isn't actually open yet, we're going to be going a secret way around to get to the studio tour because there's an entire crowd here gathered up because you can't get into the park yet. Look at us going right by the crowd. Love to see it. You feel special?
Yeah.
Nice and like empty over here because, like I said, the park's not open yet.
Along with the movie itself, this is a great thing to do after lunch.
They just put up the signage here that says Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift coming, new roller coaster 2026. I'm excited for that. Making our way to the studio tour. All right, we are heading to our special tram.
Dressing rooms from back in the day, and then now production offices for people like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's $7 Productions. Why $7? He only had $7 in his pocket when he came to Hollywood, so the dream lives on. Mark Platt is now bringing Wicked to the big screen. His production office is here. But we've got Hitchcock's bungalow there, $51.95. Hitchcock was here from the 30s to the 60s. It gave us Psycho, Vertigo, Rear Window, and so much more. Speaking of sound stages, we've got our first VIP off-trolley experience already. We're actually at Lopez versus Lopez.
Okay, one of the biggest perks here with this VIP tour is we get to actually get off and walk around City Hall. This is so cool if you know Back to the Future, To Kill a Mockingbird.
High school in Leave It to Beaver. This is a couple of seasons ago, and it's in constant use. Believe it or not, you can get.
Of course, we have one of the original DeLoreans right here.
Please don't touch. That's all we ask, because that's our one golden rule. If you want a picture, please. Donald, where's a good place to? I would say.
So if you've seen Back to the Future, then you, Arjuna's pointing to like an ice cream spot, but we are hanging out at City Hall. We have a DeLorean right in front of me. And this is the 60th anniversary tram tour bus right here. See them go by. Definitely probably a hint of jealousy. I know I would have been jealous if I was there. And then here's the DeLorean, another look at it right now. Because that's so cool. They said this is one of the 8 original DeLoreans used in the movie.
Wherever you see these metal plates are called light boxes. Look around here. We don't have any street lamps out here, do we? Yeah, that's because they're all interchangeable. We can put any style of lamp we want out here. So if we want to change time periods, the different vehicles, we'll bring in cars from different time periods, different parking meters from different time periods, different street lamps, and different traffic lights. All of that you never think about when you're watching a movie or a TV show, but it's something that the set designer, the production designer has to think about. And then the set dressers come in and do their thing by placing everything over here. The street is pretty much a blank canvas. There are no stripes running down the street because that's going to be specific to the production. There's no paint on the curves. Again, that's going to be specific. And no parking meters, nothing to suggest what time period we're in or anything else. Any of you familiar with American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the street where they built the obstacle course.
That's cool.
They tell you you're in downtown LA, but you're not. You're right here. Captain America, the first Avenger, took place in the 1940s, right? 1940s New York. You're standing in 1940s New York right now.
Cool.
Yeah. Also in the movie Transformers, where Shia LaBeouf is running down the street with the Allspark, that was done right here with the all the Transformers. All that stuff was put in with CGI, computer-generated imagery. So when they were filming out here, they used a lot of green screens, a lot of big green panels going down the street, and let your imagination believe that you're on the streets of Boston.
So if you recognize this, this is like the courtyard where they have the good place. And then back there is yogurt right over there. I think we're gonna, I don't know if we're walking by or driving by, but either way, we're just hanging out here for a little bit. Okay, so right now we are in Little Europe. And we're about to like walk around this area. I'm really excited for 2 reasons. One, because this is where most of The Good Place was filmed. They even have it dressed up with yogurt, if you're familiar with the show. But also, if you are a mid-90s girl like me, then you grew up on the Roger Hammerstein Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston. It's like with Whoopi Goldberg. It's just the best Cinderella adaptation ever and like one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. And they filmed a lot of the scenes here, including the opening musical number. So we're gonna get to actually walk around that area and take pictures. And I'm just like, I'm so excited. This is the best birthday ever. Wow, I've seen these steps so many times. This is so neat.
Welcome to The Good Place.
Oh, thank you.
Orientation over there.
This is so cool. You want to get your camera ready?
I got it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Because this
so
is
Go
beyond.
ahead, take a seat.
Ah.
If I had some.
Okay, so we have the best tour guide ever, and he just walked us over because he knew this was one of the spots that we wanted to take a picture and go see. So he walked us over. We got a great picture at yogurt that I'll put here, and I'm just happy. I'm over the moon. This is just like unreal. This is so cool. So you do get to do this normally with the studio tour, just driving by, but we're actually like going up the steps in The Good Place and walking around the courtyard, taking photos, and just, we're out here. This is so cool.
The raindrops are
So this is actually one of my favorite sets because it's part of Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes, and of course Paul Giamatti. So there's actually a scene where he comes running through a flash flood, and I think we're about to see how that goes right now. And of course this is part of the standard studio tour, but it's really nice because we get a taller view of this, and I just love seeing this one. It's so fun. Oh God, here it comes. Oh. So right now we actually get the photo op area to ourselves for like a couple of minutes before the next studio tour comes, so we can try and get all the photos we want done real quick. So let's go take some pictures. So I do have a full tour of this like photo prop area for the Studio 60th tour celebration. You can go ahead and make sure you click on that after you watch this video to get that full experience. All right, so we're taking a bunch of photos. We're adding them now. The last time I did this with Arjuna, we got like photos in the evening. So it's nice we have a little bit of daylight and overcast. The lines aren't too bad, actually. We had one studio tour group come along at the same time that we're here, but the lines are pretty short, so that's looking up. It's still early in the morning. It's only 10:30 a.m. The park opened at 9, and we're about to go get our King Kong photo. Okay, so right now we are on our way to Moulin Rouge in the like French Quarter over here. It's over right on your way to Super Silly Funland, where like the Despicable Me Illumination Zone is. And the Moulin Rouge area is actually the location for the VIP Experience lunch buffet. So we are making our way for lunch right now. So he was basically just telling us that they don't serve alcohol in the VIP lounge for lunch. However, there are 2 places right by here that you can buy alcohol and then bring it in with you to enjoy during your lunchtime. And you have about an hour for lunch. And yeah, it's gonna be buffet style. I'm excited. I'm really hungry. We've been on the tour for about 3 hours now, and it's time for some lunch. Fun fact, one of the first trips Arjuna and I went on was to Paris, France, like the actual Paris. So all of this is very nostalgic for us. But like I said, we are eating here at the Moulin Rouge. I've actually been to the actual Moulin Rouge. All right, we're going into Moulin Rouge for lunch. Ooh, the double doors opening for us. This is the VIP experience.
For you too.
Great. Hi. Thank you. Good. How are you doing? This is exciting. Wow, this is so cute. Perfect. Thank you. So we've just got seated for lunch. So far we've done the studio tour and we've gone to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and done both rides there. What's been your highlight thus far in this like first half of the tour?
I mean, it's all been really cool. I would say our guide. I think he's just so knowledgeable, and everybody's just like it's even heightened above what Universal normally offers. So, really enjoyed kind of the institutional knowledge, and it just feels like there's no question that can fluster like our guy Donald. So I think that's been really cool. It makes you feel special. I mean, it is the VIP. I think is really emphasized here. You feel like you are the most important person. You know, getting to the front of lines, the special tour on the bus. I think the level of personalization and care, you know, our tour guide has talked to us throughout and remembers things and points out things that we've talked about or referenced in the conversations we've had with him. So it is personalized and tailored to you. So that's definitely the biggest difference, you know, having like a personalized tour guide that's with you for most of the day, especially for the tour, the studio tour, and even with even going through like Harry Potter Land, through Hogsmeade and everything. You know, Sahara and I had mentioned the butterbeer popsicles and the soft serve, and Donald, when we were walking by, made sure to come up to us and say like, hey, this is where the soft serve is, and that type of stuff. So it makes you feel special. I'm just having a great time. I'm excited to eat. The food and the spread look great, so I will be eating a lot of food.
But yeah, like Arjuna was saying, it's just been a really fun experience to be here so far. It definitely differs. We are annual pass holders, and so we come here all the time, but even us who've been here 10, 20 times already, we're just learning so much more about the rides. We're getting more in-depth discussions about the rides and about the studio tour and about just being at Universal. One thing Arjuna noted is that it's very personalized, so there's been multiple times when we've talked to our tour guide about something that we wanted to do or something that we were interested in or something that we like, and he remembered that. He like stored it until we were in that area to bring it up and be like, hey, I remember you said this, let me show you over here because you can get a special photo or something like that. And so we just are having the best time. All right, we are making our way to the buffet line. Tons. Oh, they have the trolley cookies. This looks delicious. All right, we're making our way. They have a ton of different salad options, from veggie salads to fruit salads, the Caesar, the butter lettuce, avocado, tomato, spinach salad, beets. I think I'm just gonna do some of this avocado butter lettuce one. Of course, I knew Arjuna could not resist the hummus and vegetables. They have, wasabi California rolls, a seafood medley, so you can get some tuna, some shrimp. It's not going to be for me, but I know Arjuna would love that. Okay, here we have a ton of things. Garlic puree, mac and cheese, veggie rice pilaf, roasted carrots, asparagus. Ooh, I want some of that. Ooh, yes. Can I have some, please? Thank you.
You like some tributary horseradish?
No, I'm okay. Just the meat by itself is good for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and here is a look at plate number 1. I got some steak, some lemon mired ravioli, some mac and cheese, some carrots, butter for Arjuna and I to share. I got some salami and cheese, some bread and butter, obviously, and then I got a little bit of salad. So this is the first round, and I think I'm gonna get some chicken tikka later on just to kind of see how that is. Arjuna, of course, got some fish because he's a pescatarian, and he'll be happy. So we're just gonna relax and eat some lunch now. All right, plate number 2. We went carb. We went carb heavy. We got fries, mashed potatoes, regular potatoes. We got starches. I got some more meat because I liked it. And then I'm also trying the chicken tikka masala. All right, y'all, it is dessert time. Yeah. All right, so we've got millionaire bar, panna cotta, chocolate cake, strawberry mousse, lemon meringue tart, and then of course the 60th anniversary trolley cookies. Gonna grab me one of these. And one of these. May I have one of those cookies as well? Do you want to split one?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Arjuna, what did you get? Or you tell me and I'll reiterate it, but chocolate chip cookie.
The millionaire bar, chocolate cake, and vanilla gelato.
Nice. And I got chocolate chip cookie, the little lemon sorbet, the chocolate cake, and of course the 60th anniversary trolley cookie, which is super cute. It's Gwen from Migration. So cute. Right now we are going to Despicable Me. We're about to go on to the Secret Life of Pets ride. I love this ride so much. Yeah, this was one of the first rides that we've actually done here together.
Yeah.
So we love the Secret Life of Pets ride. I'm excited to go on it, and we get express pass. So we're just pretty much gonna walk right on. Currently a 25-minute wait, but for us it'll be a lot shorter. It's a tall building.
Go on inside. VIP now stands for very important puppies.
And here we go. Thank you. Thank you. There's a sample of what the ride looks like. We are going through the express entrance here. So it's going left instead of to the right and upstairs. I've never been over here. Such cute art.
At this attraction, we're going to order a little differently. Sorry. I'm going to have the express guests move off to the right, and then we're going to take a side door entrance. You're only able to do this with me.
Ooh. We're going through a way that's only VIP, not even express, just VIP. VIP to the left. Thank you. And this is where we jump in the line, right here in the bedroom. All right, next ride we're doing is the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. Get our pass. Thank you. And then we come this way by the stroller entrance. So this is the little secret back way for the VIP guests. Wow, this is so different. Like, that's where the normal queue is. This is the stroller parking. And we're literally right here coming in the back. Thank you. This is pretty cool. Look at us going in the back way. Going up these stairs. A lot of stairs over here. Now we're just hanging out in this little corridor until it's time for us to go inside. And boom, like literally right here at the front. line here. And we just get to come right here, right at the entrance. Easy peasy.
That's the entrance. It's like another side.
Oh yeah, that's the entrance. So you basically skip that first area and go straight into the room, the waiting area. Two?
Oh, 5. I'm sorry. We're 5.
Row 5? Great, thank you.
And you'll be right here.
Great, thank you. And we're inside. Love all the little details in here. You got the family tree. And just like so many little like fun trinkets for the movie. But we're just gonna be in here for a while until we get on the ride. All right, we just got off the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride. And now we are making our way to the Kung Fu Panda like kind of show ride right now. It's just been so fun. It's like literally so easy to get on these rides. We basically just get to go in like secret back passageways and enter the line right at the front, and then you go through like whatever it takes to get actually on the ride, like just before any of their instruction videos or whatnot. But it's just so much fun. I like that ride. I'm looking forward to Kung Fu Panda, and then after that we'll finally be heading down to the lower lot. It's currently 1:30 p.m. We got here, started our tour at 8:30 a.m. and we've only been on the upper lot. So after this Kung Fu Panda ride, we're gonna head down to the lower lot and do Super Nintendo World. We're going to do Transformers, The Mummy, and Jurassic World. So that's all coming up. Now we are finally making our way down to the lower lot. We just finished up the Kung Fu Panda ride, and we've pretty much done every single thing that you can do up on the upper lot except for the Simpsons ride. We didn't really spend any time there, but that's okay because the motion of that ride kind of like makes me feel a little nauseous, so I'm fine skipping that. But now we're heading down to the lower lot to do some more rides down here. These are definitely more thrill rides. The only one I think I'm going to be skipping is the Mummy. That's another one that just like makes me nauseous. I just can't handle it. I'm getting old, guys. I'm 29, and it's just too much for me at this point. But yeah, so let's just head on down there. All right, so we just got off the Jurassic World ride. Our group is currently going on the Mummy ride, but I'm not a person who can do rides that go backwards very fast, so I decided to opt out of doing the Mummy ride. And instead, I'm just like taking a little water break. Arjuna went on the ride. I'm holding his backpack, and then since it's VIP, it's going to go pretty quickly. The ride's in about 3 minutes, and I'll probably be in line for like maybe 5, so I'll probably head over there soon. But so far, so good. So the only rides we have left in the lower lot are the Super Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge in Super Nintendo World, and then the Transformers ride. 2 rides, which I'm definitely going to do. And then our tour guide, I think, is probably going to leave us in Super Nintendo World, as that is the end of the official VIP experience for us. And then afterwards, we're going to just kind of hang out in Super Nintendo World. And then Arjuna and I are going to go ahead and enjoy the park freely. We have plans to go get our Harry Potter robes. We're going to get our Elder Wands. But I think the first thing we do is try and catch the Stuntman's Fall Guy tour at Waterworld. So I'm going to go and wait for Arjuna right now. I'm going to walk over there. And hopefully they'll be done pretty soon. I just finished setting up my power band. and I'm ready to go. Okay, but actually while I have a little bit of time to wait for our Juna to be done with the rest of our group of memory ride, I'm just going to go ahead over here to the dinosaur encounter and we can take a look at the dinosaurs. Blue.
Especially looked off into the distance to see if there was danger approaching.
This is
She
cool.
perceived some sort of potential
These look
threat.
so realistic. Just don't look at the feet because I think that's where you can really tell.
We're
But
going
if
to
you
hold
just
our
keep
line
up
for
here.
just a second. Blue is exhibiting agitation and aggression. Nothing to worry about. I just want to give her some space. Whoa! Everyone remain calm. Stay right where you are. Medtex, get back up on standby. Folks, you see how she went right for the perimeter? This is a territorial response. She's trying to assert dominance over the area. We're all doing a fantastic job remaining calm. This signals to Blue that you are not a threat to her, not threatened by her. This is helping to put her at ease. You see how she really attacked that perimeter boundary. Blue, eyes on me, back. Okay. So she's backing off, which is a good sign.
That was really cool. I'm glad I got to see that. I never really stop and look at the dinosaur encounter area just because I'm always like ready to go to the rides or Super Nintendo World. So that was really fun to just go and check that out. But I'm heading over to the exit area for the Mummy ride right now because that's where I'm going to be meeting our Juna and the rest of our tour group. So they're going to be right over here pretty soon. Okay, so it's currently 2:48. We're about to head in. I think we just have to drop off a stroller for our group members. It does say that the current wait time for standard guest is 40 minutes, so let's see what happens. The standard entrance is that way. The express is right here. Thank you.
That's it.
Going down.
Your mission go. So you can either thank or blame me later, but right now I need you to listen to the lady with the robotic voice.
And boom, the front of the line's right there. And that's how we do it. It's only 2:50 right now, and we started walking at like 2:49. And this is already the front area right here. And it's still 2:50 and we're getting on the ride right now. So would you rather wait 40 minutes or would you rather wait 2 minutes? That's basically what we're looking at right now. Okay, sad story. It's now 3:07 and we were seated in the cart, but it broke down.
How was the ride?
Yeah, I love sitting. But yeah, like I said, the ride broke down before we even got to start going, so we were just sitting for like 20 minutes. But now he got us, our tour guide got us off the ride because we were just kind of stuck in the bars. And so he got us off the ride so that we do have time to do Super Nintendo World with him. And we're gonna go to Bowser's Mario Kart. Maybe we'll try and get back on the Mummy later on this afternoon because our VIP experience pass works for the entire day. So we'll be able to get in front of the line, express lanes, all throughout the day with or without our tour guide.
This is a combination ride and video game. You will get instructions on how to play the game in one of the two briefing rooms. You will have to wear a hat or a visor that looks like Mario's hat. When you get onto the ride, it is a Mario Kart. Each cart holds 4 people, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Everybody steers. On the cart are goggles that you attach to that visor. Okay? I know, very complicated. But I'll get you through there as quickly as I can. Okay, everybody. Oh, and if you have power-up bands, when you get onto the ride, on your steering wheel, you'll see an M. Touch that band to the M. Wait till you get the rainbow circle, and then it will add your score to your band.
Cool. So he was just talking about the power-up bands, and Arjuna and I obviously have been here before. We already had our power-up bands, but if you're coming for the studio tour and you have a chance to buy a power-up band before you start your tour, I'd recommend you do that, or you can maybe do it on your lunch break so that you do have a power-up band when you go on the Mario Kart ride. You won't really have time during your VIP tour experience to grab a power-up band on yourself because they try and like not do any shopping. But here we are in Super Nintendo World. It's crowded in here, but it's so beautiful. I just love coming in here. You're just so immersed. I love that they don't allow strollers in here, so you're not getting run over because it's already very, very crowded. So we're just hanging out right now. A couple of people are going to buy a power-up band before we go and do the ride, which is pretty fun. I'm glad they actually get to do that. Like I said, like what's really nice about the studio tour VIP experience is that if you just need something or have a special request, you can just ask your tour guide and they will make time to do that for you, or so that you can do it for yourself. But yeah, we're just hanging out. It's still a nice overcast day. We're really happy it's not too hot, it's not too sunny, and we're just relaxing. Like, this is probably the more calm trips despite it being a Saturday and super crowded. We're just having a good time. All right, so we're now making our way to Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Toasto Cafe has a crazy line. So I'm really curious to see where we would go for the VIP experience, because normally we'll enter through there, but I think I see a sign right up there that says VIP experience. And again, right here is where you can test out the carts. Okay, so we're coming up this way. Pretty good. The general admission line over here. So far we're saving a lot of time. Wow, bypassing a lot. Yo, this is what I paid for. We are passing dozens and dozens of minutes right now. And I'm just having a good time. Getting my steps in. I love just like walking, passing the line. I'm really hoping that this ride does not break down like the Transformers ride did, because that would be a major bummer. But again, we'll just come back here later. It is open until 10 p.m. today, and it's only 3:17. So we do have some plans, some birthday dinner plans later on this evening, but we still have a few hours here. So I'm not too worried if this ride does shut down, but wow, we are still going, my friends. Just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking, walking. Wrong company, but still, dang. Our tour guide is a fast walker, let me just tell you that right now, but I'm happy about it because it's 3:17 and this is basically our last official ride of the VIP experience right now. And boom, we are now. Okay. And we are now jumping up into this area, which is like the second to last area for the ride.
Come over to me. VIPs up this way. We're going to form a group. Don't form a line. Stay as close to me as you can. Okay. This is the first of two grouping rooms. This is just some background video. The next room is where you're going to get the video that shows you what to do when you're on the Mario Kart. After that, we move into a third room, pick up those visors that you'll put on your head, and then I'll take you down to the ride.
Cool. I probably won't film everything here, but right now I think the wait time is like 60 minutes or maybe more even so right now, and it's 3:19. It took us like 3 minutes just to walk up here nonstop, maybe 2 minutes, but it's going to be another 5 to 10 minutes just in these general rooms that everybody has to wait at. So yeah, we're just going to be waiting for now, and I'll check in after the ride. All right, so our tour guide Donald is like on it, and he went in before everyone, and he said, "Come to me, don't go through those lines because I'm going to have your visors." So we are going to go and grab Donald right now because he's going to give us our visors. Love this guy. There's our hero right there. Thank you. Good, trying to put these funky little visors on. Okay, just to say that we decided to go on the Simpsons ride now. Our tour guide and our tour has officially ended with the VIP experience, but we still have Express Lane through our VIP experience badge. So the only ride that we have left to do, because we did Transformers, we did get back on there and it ran perfectly. So now the only ride we have left to do is the Simpsons ride, which Arjuna and I are gonna do right now, so that we can safely say that we've done every single ride here at Universal Studios, all by 4:30 with this VIP experience access. So it's currently a 35-minute wait, and let's see how long it actually takes us to go ahead and do it. Thank you. Okay, we're not going through the mouth, we're actually going through here for the Express Lane entrance. So this is one of those rides where I either go on it or I don't go on it. Sometimes I get a little motion sick, but I figured it's mostly the visuals, so I'm just gonna close my eyes. The VIP area still kind of works for us, because once your tour guide's gone, you pretty much just go in the Express Lane, but I guess sometimes they'll still honor the VIP even without your guide, so that's where we are right now. Express Lane's kind of over there in that zone, and then the general line is all the way over there. So we're right here, currently waiting at the gate and waiting to go in, but I'm gonna go ahead and check in with you after this ride. And also afterwards, Arjun and I are gonna head over to the Forbidden Journey to ride that one more time in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and just kind of ride that, and then we're gonna get our wands and do some other stuff, which I may or may not film, so you'll see if you see that. But then afterwards, we're gonna do the Fall Guys show and Waterworld, and then we're gonna call it a day, because we're kind of tired, and we've done a lot what we want to do, and we have dinner later, so I'll check in soon. If you made it this far, congrats, you made it through a pretty long video with me. But if you're just skipping it through and you're skipping ahead, this is the part that you're not gonna wanna miss, because this is when I tell you whether or not the Universal Studios Hollywood VIP experience is worth it or not. Hey friends, it's Current Sahara here. I am actually currently editing this Universal VIP experience video, and after having watched 2 hours worth of content, probably actually more, but I've been sitting in this chair editing this video for a while, and it's just made me so much more excited about going to Universal Studios, about this VIP experience. And it's actually June. I filmed this at the very beginning of May, and now I'm finally getting around to editing it. But I've had some time to sit and think about what I really felt about the VIP experience, and long story short, I loved it. I had a great time. Yes, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. So let me go ahead and get into my pros and cons of the Universal Studios Hollywood VIP experience right now. Don't mind me on my phone here. This is where I have all of my little handy dandy notes, and I've taken a lot of notes the day of the experience, afterwards, and then between then and now. So let's just get into it. So obviously my very first pro for the VIP experience is the expansive, behind the scenes, totally inclusive studio tour experience. So it's really great that the 60th anniversary studio tour allows you to get off the tram and get to do all those fun photo ops, but the VIP experience is something that takes it a step further, and not just one step further, but like dozens of steps further. I was able to go and actually sit on pieces of the set. I was able to actually tour the prop department, which was so cool. I wish I could have been able to film it, but we saw so many things that we weren't able to do in a standard studio tour experience, and that alone is just totally worth the money and worth doing this experience for. I had a great time. The studio experience is one of my favorite things to do on a regular day on Universal Studios, and so it's a no-brainer that this is one of my biggest pros for this VIP experience. All right, my next pro is that you get lunch included and a continental breakfast, and lunch was actually so good. As you saw in the video, I was chowing down. I was really enjoying everything that came with the lunch buffet. I got free drinks that I was able to take with me for the rest of the tour. We were constantly given water, making sure we were hydrated, and it's just so inclusive. It's so fun. There was a great variety. I just really liked the entire lunch experience, and to be able to actually step foot inside the Moulin Rouge was so cool, because again, that's something that you can only do if you're here for the VIP experience. All right, the next pro is that I really admired the pacing of this. You can tell that The people who are doing the tours for the VIP experience are so experienced. They have this thing down to a T, and no tour is the same. So what we did on our VIP studio experience tour is a little bit different than what someone else may do on theirs, because it's very much tailored to the group. Of course, you do get to do all the main rides, like that's one of the biggest selling points of the VIP experience, but ours was really special to us in the tour order that we did, and I really liked that we started with the studio tour because that was like the longest experience, and then we went and did the upper lot and the lower lot, and everything with the pacing just made sense. I wasn't too tired, I wasn't exhausted, I didn't feel like we were rushing anywhere, so I just think the pacing was really well done, and it's a very well-timed experience. All right, the next biggest pro is the actual guide that we had for the VIP experience. His name is Donald. Shout out to Donald. He's been a VIP tour guide for 27 years, which is phenomenal. So we had a very seasoned veteran with us, and you can tell because there wasn't a single question that we could give him that he didn't know the answer to, or he didn't know someone who had the answer. So he was just very knowledgeable, very well versed, and just fantastic, and really made sure he made this experience special for each and every person in our group. All right, so the next pro, for people doing this VIP experience, I'm sure one of the biggest reasons they want to do this is because they want to be able to get on all of the rides, which is something that we were able to do in an incredibly short amount of time. So between the times of 8:30 and 4 p.m., we were able to get on basically every single ride. It's actually incredible how much we were able to get done in such a short amount of time. And then after 4 p.m., we still had even more time until the park closed at 10 p.m. to do it all over again because our pass let us have the express lane. So if you're looking to do all of the rides and that's what you really care about and you just want to do ride after ride after ride, then the VIP experience is definitely going to be worth it for you. So another thing I really loved about this VIP experience is that I actually felt like a VIP. There was so many times when Donald was like, oh, make sure you stay with me because you're a VIP. And like he made it a point to acknowledge us as VIPs. We were able to get special access that you don't even get access to in express lines. We got backstage permission to access certain things. And I really felt like a very important person. Sometimes when you spend your money on these thrills and these frills and extra things, you don't actually feel too many benefits, but for this one, I really felt like I was a VIP. I felt like this is what celebrities do when they go to Universal Studios and they get all this special attention and these special perks and things, and I loved it. I think it was exactly what I was hoping for when I signed up for a VIP experience. So overall, I really feel like the VIP experience is worth the money, but in particular, I think it's most worth your money if you get the first studio tour of the day. So by starting with the first studio tour of the day, we were able to finish at 4 o'clock and still have 6 more hours at the park to enjoy the benefits of our VIP experience. So if you were to say have a VIP tour and experience scheduled for later on in the afternoon, you would kind of be rushing around a little bit more, I feel like, and you wouldn't have like the entire day to know the whereabouts of how to get around using the express pass or to get the full VIP experience. So I would definitely recommend being the first VIP experience tour of the day so you can really maximize the amount of money that you're spending on this experience. And it should come as no surprise that it was definitely worth it to get VIP because we got front of the line access to every single thing that we wanted. Wait times were 60 minutes or more, and we got on the rides for 5 minutes or less. Like, you truly cannot beat that. Like I said, if you're here for the rides, VIP is the experience for you. I don't even need to go into detail on that because, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You saw that 60-minute wait times went down to 5-minute wait times. So it just doesn't get any better than that. So kind of going back to my point about getting the first tour of the day, if you do the first tour of the day, it's most likely that you're going to have a smaller group because not a lot of people want to wake up that early and get there that early. And I think by having a smaller group, ours was about 12 people, we were definitely at an advantage because we didn't have to do a lot of stopping. We didn't have a lot of people, you know, crowding us. And it was just like a nice tight-knit group that we got to know for the majority of the day. And it just felt very comfortable with that little pod of ours. I also really loved that the VIP experience included little snacks here and there. I know I talked about the food a little bit, but even just having all of the little snacks and the little continental breakfast in the lounge was really awesome. So on a similar note, I love getting to places early, and the VIP experience is definitely something I think you should get there as soon as you can for, because you want to really enjoy the benefits of the lounge and the access that you have, because I wanted a little bit more time in there. If I had known that the lounge was going to have so many cool artifacts and details and a full continental breakfast, then I probably would have gotten there even earlier than I did. But still, to just have a couple of minutes before our tour actually began, it was really great to be able to have that lounge where I can get a water, some snacks, some refreshments, and just kind of relax in the air conditioning. So definitely, if you are going, make sure you get there as early as you can. And then the last pro of what I want to touch on, even though the whole thing was a pro for me, is that the tour guide was actually just so kind, and they were so nice, and they really paid attention to us. They made us feel special, and they also were really great about holding our bags. So when I go to theme parks, I always have like a little backpack on, and when I go on rides, I'll put it in a locker, I'll put it by my feet, which is totally fine. Like, I don't mind doing that. But our tour guide made us feel like VIPs by going the extra mile, and he would like hold all of our backpacks for us so we didn't have to worry about stuffing it into a locker or putting it under our feet. And it's just like the little extra details and the extra mile that they go on to make you feel special and to make you feel like you're getting your money's worth. It felt really great, and it's just an experience that I absolutely love. So I would recommend this for anyone who can afford it, or even if you can't afford it now, save up and try and do this at least once in your life, because it's an invaluable experience. You feel like a celebrity, you feel like a VIP. There's so many perks, so many benefits, and I just absolutely loved it. I don't even have like cons for the VIP experience. More so, I just have like recommendations on how Universal Studio can make it even better than it already is. So let me get into the cons, but really just suggestions for making this even better. All right, so I actually do have a couple of cons, and they're all mostly like relative to like the price. So obviously it's very pricey. This isn't something that a standard family can do or a standard person can do, because it is definitely very expensive, but it's not unattainable if you're able to just save. So that's what we did. We were able to save and do this experience. Arjuna treated me for my birthday, and it was worth it. So that's a major con, is that it is pricey. And one of my other big cons is that as a Universal annual pass holder, I would have expected to receive some sort of discount for this, but I didn't. There are no discounts available that I was able to find, so that was a bit of a bummer to, have your loyal customers, your loyal annual pass holders who want to do an upgraded experience, but they still have to pay full price. I just wish there was a little bit of a discount for the annual pass holders like myself. And my last main con is that it's not an all-day thing. It's about 8 hours long that you have your tour guide for. So we had ours from 8:30 to 4, it's phenomenal. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that's a great amount of time, and that's a lot of time for one person to be dedicated to a group of people doing a full tour. So that's awesome. But I don't know. I just wish that we had like maybe a gap, maybe like a break experience in the middle, and then he came back for the rest of the day, or that there is some way we can upgrade to do an entire day's worth of having a special guide, because I think that would be really cool to be able to do that and to have him with us, like when we want to do any of the shows at Waterworld, or to take us around shopping, maybe get us a special discount, whatever that is. But that's a really small con and not really like a deal breaker for me, but those are my cons. Now let me get into my suggestions for how Universal Studios Hollywood can make the VIP experience even better than it already is. So I have a master's degree in marketing, so I'm always thinking about market research and how people can improve on things and how to make it a better experience for others. And obviously my first suggestion for Universal is to include a survey at the point of purchase when people are getting their tickets to the VIP experience. I say this so that they can actually have the tour guide study these surveys of their group in advance and see what it is these people are wanting to do, what's a priority for them, what they don't really care about, and group people in that way, or at least tailor the full day experience ahead of time. So it's like they've already done research on their group and they've already planned out the perfect day for them. I just think that would help them go an extra mile, and not to say that they didn't already go the extra mile or try to tailor the day as best as possible, but I would have liked to have them already know a little bit about me and a little bit about the people in my group so that they can make this experience even more special and even more exclusive and personalized. And kind of going back to one of my cons about how there wasn't a discount for pass holders, I think with the VIP experience, there should be some sort of perks for pass holders that choose to do this experience, whether that's a discount or it's a special pin or a button or a magnet or some kind of swag item that AP guests who are doing the VIP experience can get and feel even more special. Annual pass holders are very important to Universal Studios. They are the ones who are always here. They're the ones who create content like this to help promote their business without getting paid to do so. And so I think at any point that you can, you should always make your annual pass holders feel special. So I think that would be really great for them to do going forward. Okay, so this one may or may not be controversial, but I do think there should be tiers for when you are selecting your VIP experience for adults only or families. I like doing things with kids and stuff like that. Like, I don't mind, whatever. But I just think it would be nice to have that option for adults only that you can tailor this to, and maybe you don't stop at the little Despicable Me rides if you don't want to, or if you do have a kids only group, you do spend time more in Silly Funland and let the kids play on the splash pads and at the park. So I think it would be really nice to be able to separate and choose whether or not you want to be in a group with kids or without kids, because I think that just makes it an even more personalized experience. All right, my next suggestion is to have a little takeaway. I mean, you're spending a lot of money and obviously you get your money's worth, but I wanted something to remember the VIP experience by other than just my lanyard. So I think it would be really great if at the end of your experience, you were able to get a little swag bag or a little merch, or maybe when you check in, they hand you a cute little canvas bag that's filled with some snacks and a water bottle and maybe a magnet or something that shows that you are at the VIP experience and that you can take home with you and have as like a little souvenir. I think since you are paying so much, having a little souvenir would be really nice as like a giveaway to your VIP experience guests. And along that, including maybe like a food voucher, because you obviously do have the continental breakfast and you do have the lunch, but I think it would be really nice if you were able to get a couple of coupons for like a free snack or a free beverage that you can enjoy during your tour or afterwards when you're enjoying the rest of your day without your tour guide, so you still continuously feel like a VIP and a step above the express pass holders. The next thing I would suggest is maybe building in a special character interaction and photo op session for VIP experiences. Maybe this is something that you can select if you want to do or you don't have to do, but I think it would be really nice to be able to have an exclusive photo opportunity with like the Scooby-Doo gang or something like that. I think that would be really cool because that's one thing that was lacking within this tour. We didn't really get time to stop and do any of the character interactions. Like we didn't get to see and say hi to Beetlejuice or Princess Poppy or things like that. But I think that would be really cool, and I think a lot of VIP guests would actually really enjoy that. So building in a unique photo opportunity that's exclusive to VIP guests would be really cool. Okay, and the last thing that I would like to suggest to Universal Studios Hollywood for their VIP experience is adding in a feature where you get a photo pass. So when you're doing the VIP experience and you get to see all these cool things and you get to go behind the scenes at the studio tour and go on all these rides, it would be really cool to have some photos that are done by a professional photographer that you can download onto your app at the end of the day and just have those as your keepsakes. Like if they don't want to give us an actual like physical keepsake, to be able to give us nice professional downloadable photos would be awesome. And I think that's like a really easy perk, or it's really simple for them to do, but it would just, again, go that little extra mile and add another little touch to just make this moment feel special and feel memorable. Like when I go home from the VIP experience, I have these amazing memories, but I want to see physical memories too. Like I want the photos, I want the souvenirs, and I just want it to last longer and in that kind of way. So that is my last suggestion to Universal Studios Hollywood. Of course, I don't know, you can call me if you want to talk further about this. I would love to talk about it, so Universal, hit me up. But overall, I don't know if I've said it enough, but Doing the Universal Studios Hollywood VIP experience is 100% worth it if it's in your budget or if you can afford it and you have the time to do so. It's so much fun. I think it's really advantageous to people who are traveling internationally. We had a lot of international people in our group, and this is probably the only time they'll get to come here to Universal Studios Hollywood. And so to be able to splurge and get to do every single thing that you want to do on a unique vacation is awesome. I think it's great for locals who maybe come to Universal before but want to do it even bigger and better, like myself. And I just think it's great for families. It's great for anyone, and I think it's so fun. If you're able to do this one day in your life, definitely do it. It's totally worth it. I hope you learned a lot from this extremely long video. Thanks for staying on this long. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Once again, I'm Sahara, the Borderline Millennial. I talk about events, happenings, and entertainment, and I love to make new friends. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends. Have a good summer.